Hello, everyone. Welcome in yet again for tonight's game. This is a big matchup for both teams tonight. We're here live from Cardiff, Wales, here in the Archers Arena for the Oxford Hoops on the road against the Cardiff Met Archers. Both teams heading back to the benches here just a minute ago to tip off. Thank you for joining us here today. We'll go through the stakes in just a moment, but first, the starting five for both teams. For the Archers on the floor, number 6, Keith Claiborne. Number 8, and captain and head coach, James Daw. Number 9, Kieran Horrigan. Number 12, Ewan Nixon. Number 14, Eli Ondam. On the bench today, just so you know, number 10, Gareth Williams normally starts for the team. He's actually on the bench today. He'll be starting from the bench and may come on for a little bit. He, funnily enough, actually ran in the Cardiff Half Marathon today. It was one of his friend's charities in memory of Mum, one of his best friend's mothers who I think was afflicted by cancer. And so great gesture and effort from him on this incredible day for him, both playing in this fixture and running the half marathon. Credit to him. I certainly could not do that. So big effort from him all around. Team really motivated today for the Archers. Looking for this big win here at home against the Oxford Hoops. On the Hoops side of things, at number 0 and captain, Jamie Cummins. And number 4, Brandon Reed. Number 5, Oscars Berzins. Number 10, Alexander Prescott Cornejo. And number 14, Lorenzo Monticelli. Both teams coming in here tonight with, obviously this is a really big game, and here's why. So here's a couple things that could happen. Right now, 2 teams get relegated out of this league, the 12th and 11th place teams. London West Side are 12th. They'll be going down. We already know that. Cardiff Met are in 11th, and they could jump as high up as 9th today, which is where the Oxford Hoops are. But things get weird from here. So right now, the Hoops have 7 wins. Our Cardiff Met Archers have 6. London Greenhouse Pioneers have 6. What Cardiff Met needs is this. They need a win today. And then if they win today, they've got a really good chance of surviving, because if they win by 5 points or more, they should be on top of the Oxford Hoops, and they'll jump as high as 9th. However, if the Greenhouse Pioneers win, that would put the Pioneers, Archers, and Hoops all on 7 wins in a 3-way tie. That 3-way tie would send the Archers down on head-to-head games, between the other 2 teams. So if there's a 3-way tie, Cardiff Met are relegated into Division 3. If there's not, and Cardiff Met win, they will stay up for another year in Division 2. That's what the hope is today. The whole team knows it. The whole team's ready for it. It's all I've been talking about all week, I can tell you that. Every practice, every game has been about this. They're ready to go for this game today. So Cardiff Met, what they need a win, and they need a London Greenhouse Pioneer loss in their game after this to hope for that they can stay alive here today. For the Oxford Hoops, they should be relatively safe, whether they win or lose here. If they lose, really all they need is if they lose here today and the Greenhouse Pioneers win, the 3-way tie would not send them down. They'd be okay in Division 2. If they win, obviously they're just fine either way, so they should not have any problem here. The big question then for the Archers, will the London Greenhouse Pioneers defeat the Greenwich Titans, which is the game following this at 5 o'clock? As the opening tip goes up and the Hoops grab it, but Kieran Horrigan steals it away. Great start for the Archers. James Daw for 3, knocks it home! Archers off to an amazing start. That's exactly what they wanted. Crowd right in the game early. Coming up the floor now is Oscar Berzins. He'll hand it off. Alexander Prescott Cornejo gets it over to Brandon Reed. Reed on the ball now, apologies. Berzins with it. Berzins looking for space. Prescott Cornejo coming inside. Back out to Cummins. Cummins, the captain, loses the handle. Claiborne has Daw ahead of him. He'll drive inside. Gets it over to Ondam. Ondam goes up. Kicks it back out. Daw fakes inside to the paint. Kicks it back out. Claiborne on the wing. His 3 is up. That one in as well. 6-0. Archers on top after 40 seconds. Great start for Cardiff Met. Lots of energy. You can see they want to stay alive in this league. Out to the side is Brandon Reed. We got a big crowd here today. Stands almost full. Archers looking for this win. Brandon Reed's 3, too short. Horrigan grabs the rebound. Archers loving this start right now. Horrigan under heavy pressure in the backcourt. Gets it up to Ewan Nixon. Nixon, the hero of the last game for the Archers. They defeated the Solent Kestrels. Claiborne another 3, too far again. Daw taps it back out. Good offensive rebound. 12 on the shot clock. Haven't been able to take a breath, have you, on the offensive possessions for the Archers. James Daw forced to pull it back. Nixon, 6 to go. Cummins on him. Driving in, 3 to go. Spinning, underneath, underhand. No. Can't get the rebound. Tough play, almost had it. Prescott Cornejo goes back. 3 from Monticelli. Off the back iron and out. Offensive rebound. Driving inside on Nixon. Can't get it to fall. And they'll go back to Brandon Reed again. Reed was 6 on the shot clock to make something happen here. Hands it off to Cummins. Gets it back. Reed, 1 to go. Shot over Horrigan. Off. On down with a big rebound. So Archers leading 6-0 after the first 2 minutes here. of the game. Thank you for joining us here today. I'm Atticus P. Just me on the commentary today. Reese Jones out with COVID. Reese, get better out there, man. Have fun at home. I know he's watching this big game today. Horgan, corner three, off the top of the glass. Claiborne, good offensive rebound, and he's fouled on the way up. Fouled by number 0, Jamie Cummins for the Oxford Hoops. That is big for Cardiff Met. The more foul trouble you can get Cummins in, the better. Cummins, the leading scorer for the Hoops, averages just under 17 points per game. One of the top players in the league with scoring as well. And for Cardiff Met here today, the key is going to be simple. The last time these two teams played, no shooting foul on that one, by the way. This will be an inbound for the Archers. These two teams last played a few months ago. The Archers lost 80-75 to the Hoops. Archers managed almost to stage a comeback at the end of that game, but the Hoops just shut them down in the last couple of minutes. Deep three up from Nixon, no. Ondam offensive rebound again. Over the back rebound, impressive. Jaw from the free throw line, that's his favorite spot. You can see why right there, swishes it in. 8-0 Archer lead early. Alexander Prescott-Cornejo takes it to the floor. The Hoops need some points, and they need them now. Reed on the baseline will send it back. Monticelli flips it to the outside, coming inside. Cummins gets it, splits the defense, drives inside, dumps it home. Cummins shooting about 45% from the field so far this season. His first 2 points of the game. Archers up by 6. Dog got the ball, gets it inside to Nixon. Bodied up here, sends it back out. Ondam wide open. Claiborne's going to take this one himself. Tries to beat the defender. Lays it up and in over the top. Monticelli stuck with him. Good arms. Good big hands up. But no stopping that layup there from Keith Claiborne. Good looking floater. Coming to the top. Driving in on Nixon again. Tries a little behind the back shot. And he's fouled by Nixon on the way inside. We're going to have 2 shots to come here for the Hoops. Nixon and Horgan tried to shut down that lane. And they just came in a little too hard on him. Cummins only shooting 58% from the free throw line this season, so can play a little hack-a-shack, if you will. And, of course, right as I say it, it's my favorite time to cause a commentator curse, and he hits the first one. So benches and stands full for the Archers today. Plenty of fans here on the court. Everyone here in the program knows how big of a game this is. The Archers can stay alive, very likely with the win here today. Again, they need a win today, and they need the London Greenhouse Pioneers to lose after this against the Greenwich Titans. Gets it over to Kieran Horgan. Horgan gets it back to James Daw. Horgan again, quick long pass. Claiborne dumps it inside. Ondam one-on-one here with, goes out to the other end. Moving it around quickly. Daw wide open, still can't get it to fall. Ondam can't get it to go back in. Prescott-Cornejo coming inside. Nixon does a good job bodying him out, and Reed will send it back. Berzins, deep three, no way. Horgan has a long pass, he won't take it, goes to Daw instead. Daw coming inside, goes back to Horgan. He won't take that three. Claiborne fakes it as well, comes inside the paint. 1-on-3, loses the handle, but gets it over. Gets it back wide open, doesn't take the shot, and he stepped out of bounds as he caught it. Tough one for Cardiff Met. Cardiff Met moving the ball around really well so far today. They just haven't been able to take advantage of these past couple of possessions. Still have the 6-point lead, though, 10-4. On the bench for the Archers today, Lenny Norris looking like he's about to come on in just a minute, just a few minutes here. Jamie Cummins coming around, driving inside on Nixon. Horgan contests it, and they force the shot off. Dog grabs it. Looks like he's fouled there. Foul called on number 14, Lorenzo Monticelli. Monticelli arguing that, he was standing his ground. God did a great job. It's a savvy little play there, running right into him. First substitution for the Archers. Keith Claiborne comes off the floor. Lenny Norris comes on. Speaking of James Daw, he and Eli Ondam have been selected for the 3v3 Commonwealth qualifying team. Qualifiers are April 6th up in Glasgow. So excited for the Welsh team in that. We'll have 2 Cardiff Met representatives starting for that team. Nixon driving inside, loses the handle against Cummins, tries to go up, off the interior, tries it again, still can't get it to fall. Nixon hit 4 threes last week for the Archers, a huge win 2 weeks ago against the Kestrels. Cummins tries to come inside on Ondam. Does a great job, does Eli Ondam, kicking him back out. Lenny Norris takes it now, and he'll slow it back down for the Archers. Horgan, back. Nixon, straightaway three, doesn't take it. Daw on the elbow, coming inside, loses it, and he's going to be fouled from behind. Alexander Prescott-Cornejo caught him. Hand in the cookie jar, as they say. So a couple of fouls on the Hoops so far. Close to halfway through the first. Daw pull up 2. Shoo, can't get it to fall in. But again, anytime you got a mid-range 2 from James Daw, you'll take that one any day of the week. Out near the baseline. Monticelli sends it over to Cummins. Cummins looking to drive inside here. Forced it back out. One-on-one on the wing. Got a bit of a screen. Going back to Cummins. Cummins from deep. Won't take it. Comes inside on Norris. 1 against 3. No way. And that's out of bounds. Off the hoops. Archer basketball. So great start here from Cardiff Met. Obviously 10-4 lead. Winning by 6 right now. 4 offensive rebounds for the Archers. Out rebounding the hoops 8-4. Big part of the lead so far. Dump off to Ondam. Waits for Cummins to go. Jumps it up. Still can't get it to fall. Got to develop that finish there in the interior. Does Ondam. Hey, right as I say it. Turns around and lays it in with one hand. 12-4. 8-point Archer lead right now. Prescott Cornejo takes it up the floor again for the Hoops. Hoops have a lot of size, but the Archers just battling with them every step of the way. Coming inside is Horgan. Great defense. Can't get it to fall and knocked out. Great defense there from Kieran Horgan. You can't ask for anything more than that. Lenny Norris coming up now. One-on-one. Beats his defender. Lays it in off the glass cleanly. 10-point Archer lead right now. They've got all the momentum so far. Great defense from Kieran Horgan. And Lenny Norris, great job exploiting that space. Hoops looking to make some subs. Stall the Archers' attack right now. Cummins forced back out by Nixon. That's out of bounds. It's going to be off the Archers, though. Still Hoops basketball. 11 seconds to go on the shot clock. Sol Minty Walker comes in for Kieran Horgan for the Archers. Number 11 for the Archers. And coming off the floor right now is Oscar Berzins. Coming on for the Hoops is Martinez Ziukas. Ziukas averaging about 10 points per game off the bench for the Hoops. Already off to a big deficit. Deep 3 sent up immediately. No way. Tries for the rebound with Lenny Norris. Offensive rebound instead. Cummins dumps it in. Tough break for the Archers. They had that play stifled, just couldn't take care of it completely. Minty Walker over to Daw, fakes the 3, comes inside, takes the pull-up 2, got it. 16-6 is a 10-point Archer lead already. A lot of energy from the Archers bench today. Everybody on the team here tonight. Ziukas holding the ball at the top of the arc. Hands it off to Prescott Cornejo. He'll pump, come inside, and he double dribbled. He hates the call, but it looked like he did. As he lost the handle, he picked the ball back up twice. Substitution to come here for the Archers again. Yohan Nixon comes off the floor for Eddie Casito. Tough opening minutes here for Yohan Nixon. He'll be bodying up Jamie Cummins a lot on the inside. Be a tough ask for everyone who's playing against him, so they'll be rotating early with Eddie Casito, trying to get as much size and much time for multiple players on Cummins as they can. Casito here, hands it off to James Daw. Coming inside, Casito gets it back near the baseline. Takes that baseline jumper, in and out. Norris, good offensive rebound, kicks it back out for the Archers. 12 on the clock, deep 3, up from Daw, gets it again. 19-6, 13-point Archer lead. You can tell who came to play today. Archers off to this great start. They need it. Again, they have to win today. They need the London Greenhouse Pioneers to lose to the Greenwich Titans after this, which I'm assuming they'd likely do. 2 goes up for the Hoops. Not going to count, and it looks like he traveled before the foul. Hoops not getting anything to go their way at the moment, down 19-6. So again, just to refresh you, we're going to mention this a lot tonight. Archers need to win today, and they need the Titans to beat the Greenhouse Pioneers. That should happen. The Titans are 3rd in the league heading to the playoffs. Pioneers near dead last. They're 2nd to last at the moment. So an expected win for the Titans if they can pull that one out. That would send the Pioneers down, and the Archers would stay up if they can win here today. Ondam stuffed on the interior. Goes back out to Daw. Another one for 3. Gets it again. Nothing is missing for the Archers right now. 21-6. That's not a 3. That's just a 2. But a 15-point Archer lead anyway. Archers 50% from behind the 3-point line right now. 4 threes. Sends it back out. A 3 up from the Hoops right now. Too short. Trying to get the rebound. It's tipped in off of 3 players. I think you'll credit those points to Jamie Cummins. Quick pass over to Ondam. Ondam coming in. Lays it in off the window. Great response from the Archers. Nothing stopping them right now. 23-8 lead. Recently into the game, Cole Barton on the ball now. Barton driving in on Casito. Up off the glass. Somehow goes in from a weird angle. Like a 20-degree angle off that glass, and it still went in. Lofted forward to James Daw. Daw driving quickly. Trying to get that foul. Don't call it. Norris to Casito. That's Casito's favorite spot for three, and he gets it in. Casito shooting 36% from behind the arc this season, and he gets another one to go. 16-point Archer lead right now. Alexander Prescott Cornejo needing to make something happen. The only player from the starting five who scored for the Hoops is Jamie Cummins. Coming inside here off the bench. That shot won't fall for Ziukas. Gets the offensive rebound. Cummins under heavy pressure. No foul called. Off of Dawes' foot and out of bounds. 9 to go on the shot clock here. So for the Hoops, only 2 players have scored. 8 points for Jamie Cummins. 2 points for Cole Barton off the bench. That's all they've got. James Daw comes off the court right now for the Archers as Keith Claiborne comes back in. Claiborne been dealing with a few injury issues, hamstring problems in the last few weeks. This could be one of his last games for the Archers, depending on what he'll decide for next season. So they'll be wanting to go out with a big win here today. Claiborne driving forward, got a numbers advantage, gets it over to Norris from 3. Norris off the back iron, no. Nobody there for the Archers. Taking this defensive rebound away is Barton. Barton fouled there by Norris on the way up. I think they're going to give him 2 free throws. And they will. 2 free throws to come here from Cole Barton. Barton averaging about 7 points per game so far this season. Shooting about 64% from the free throw line. It's been one of the problems for the Hoops so far this season. Not many players shooting well from the free throw line. Only 3 shooting above 70%. It's not most of their starting 5 is not part of that. Lorenzo Monticelli, the only one who's shooting above 70% in the starting 5. Gets those to go, though. 14-point Archer lead right now, 26-12. And the Archers looking to stay alive against relegation right now here in the Division II of the National Basketball League. Foul called there on Martinez Ziukas. Just about 20 seconds left to go in this quarter. The Archers playing for near the last shot right now. 18 seconds left to go on the shot clock, so they can bleed out as much as they want. Inbound from Sol Minty Walker gets it over to Keith Claiborne. 19 seconds to go in the game. Just a 3-second difference from the shot in the game clock. Claiborne's got a screen from Andam waiting for him if he wants it. He's got Casito on the far side as well. Looking to drive inside. Nobody else in the paint with him. Casito, 3, up. Gets it in. Nobody missing right now for the Archers. 29-12. 3 seconds on the clock. Barton, pull-up 3 from deep. Gets it in, too. Well, a fast end to that quarter. 29-15 the score right now. Archers on top by 14. What an impressive play there from Cole Barton. Barton trying to drag this team back into things. 8 points from Jamie Cummins, 7 points from Cole Barton for the Hoops. Only those 2 players have scored so far in this first quarter for the Archers. A lot different from them. 12 points from James Daw, 5 from Keith Claiborne, 4 from Eli Andam, and 6 from Eddie Casito from his 2 threes, along with 2 from Lenny Norris. So early in this game, Archers out rebounding the Hoops, 16-12. It led to this early advantage, obviously, and then the Archers, of course, are not missing. Archers 50% from behind the three-point line. Hoops just 16%, 1 of 6 from behind the arc. But the real problem for the Hoops has been on the interior. 4 of 14 from 2. Cardiff met 7 of 15, so obviously big differences are on the floor. A real difference is in shooting today. On the bench for the Archers today, first appearance in a long time. Hasn't come on the court yet, but he may. Giuseppe Landolfi, one of the Archers' best young players, number 7 on the far right of that huddle. Been out for most of the season with a hamstring injury and was on crutches, I think, as short as a month ago. So really impressive to see him back today. Not sure how many minutes he'll get, but the Archers looking to use their deep bench to their full advantage here today. We haven't even seen Gareth Williams on the floor either after running that half marathon. So we're ready for the start of the second quarter here again. Keep in mind, Archers need the win today. They need the London Greenhouse Pioneers, who are in 10th, to lose. If the Greenhouse Pioneers lose today, they'll drop to 11th. Archers will jump up to 10th. Could jump up as high as 9th if they beat the Hoops by enough points. Have to beat them by 5 or more to jump up to 9th, we believe. It's a little hard to tell. The standings aren't totally updated on the website, but as far as we can tell throughout the Archer Basketball Club, I think that's all they need. Regardless, who cares? You just want to survive and get to next season. That's what they're looking for right now. Prescott Cornejo now at the top of the arc. We'll send it over. Monticelli kicks it over to Ziukas. His 2 nowhere. Offensive rebound. Stripped out of his hands by Casito. Gets the ball back. Quick pass over. Wide open is Monticelli. That 3 does not fall. Minty Walker grabs the rebound. Out of bounds. Still going to be Archer basketball again. Archers hanging on to that 14-point lead after the great first quarter. The Archers average about 64 points per game, so not much, but they're already almost at 30 right now. This is the kind of offensive output you'll want for today's huge game for this Archer program. Deep three up from Nixon. Looks a little short, and it is. Taking it up is Barton. He'll hand it off to Prescott Cornejo. Gets it back to Barton. Barton driving inside. Prescott Cornejo wide open. Pumps. Loses it. Claiborne got a 1-on-2 with Norris. Hands it off to Norris. Norris behind the back to Claiborne. Oh, it is just too much. They had a 3-on-1 going there. Lost the handle. Going inside is Cummins. Nixon wisely doesn't foul. Just let him get the 2. No foul for the Archers. Archers lead by 12. Norris. Casito. Claiborne coming in. Deep 2. Up. Drains it. 31-17. 14-point Archer lead. Archers hitting everything. Coming inside is Prescott Cornejo, trying to return the favor quickly. Double team, back out to Cummins. Cummins drives in, sees the space that he likes, and lays it in. That's where Jamie Cummins is so dangerous. He's up to 12 points right now. 31-19, Archers on top. Nixon looking at Cummins, looking to body him on the inside. He'll lose the ball a couple times, gets it back though. Sends it back to Casito. Casito takes another 3. He's feeling it today. That's his 3rd. Bangs his chest after. Deservedly so. Heck of a start for the Archers. 34-19 on a 15-point lead right now. 6 of 12 from behind the arc so far. Barton comes around on Claiborne. Claiborne tries to steal it from behind. No foul on Lenny Norris here. 2 shots to come for Cole Barton. Lenny Norris with his 2nd foul of the game right there. Solminty Walker to come off instead of him, though, for James Daw. Daw checking back on the floor after that little break for him. And we got a timeout called on the floor. You'll hear Pete Walker's legendary "yeah" cheer in the Archers arena. Every time you watch these games back, his cheer is probably the loudest thing you'll hear apart from the commentary voices. So a great start for the Archers so far. 34-19 lead, again up by 15 in the first couple minutes here in the second quarter. Again, this is what the Archers need today. Sorry to keep repeating this over and over, but I promise this is all they need. They need to beat the Hoops today, and then they need the London Greenhouse Pioneers to lose. The Pioneers in 10th, playing the 5th-seeded Greenwich Titans. Titans are actually not in 3rd, like I said earlier, my mistake. Titans are out of the playoffs this season. You have to get in the top 4 for that in the NBA Division II National Basketball League South. So they're in 5th. They have no way of getting up to 4th. So you have to hope the Titans are motivated enough to beat the Pioneers today. If they can, and the Archers win, you're looking good. The last thing you want, though, is if the Pioneers win and the Archers win today, then the Hoops, Archers, Hoops, and Pioneers would all be at 7 wins. That 3-way tie would use a different tiebreaker of head-to-head record between all 3 teams. Cardiff Met would lose that and would go down to Division III. So we won't know the exact results. Follow Archers basketball social media, Archers Basket, to know what's happened. Coach Tom Guntrip's keeping an eye on the other game for the Titans and Pioneers. That game tips off at 5. Should be done and confirmed by 7 o'clock tonight, UK time. And we'll know whether the Archers can stay up for another year. Cole Barton's first free 3 to come. Off the front iron, way too short. If you're looking for a home court advantage for Cardiff Met, it's on that side of the court. Players from the WNBL side stuck around for this game, got the drums. Supporting the men's side here. 1 of 2 free throws goes for Cole Barton. 14-point Archer lead here early in the second quarter. Claiborne under heavy pressure, launches it long. Casito's got it, doesn't take the cross-court pass. The Archers will slow this one down. Daw in the corner, takes the 3, was given the space, and takes full advantage of it. 17-point Archer lead. That's 7 threes for the Archers right now. Handing it back to Monticelli. Monticelli one-on-one with Norris, got about a foot of height on him, loses the handle, and it's Norris's 3rd foul. Big problem for the Archers. You can't get Lenny Norris in foul trouble early, causing a lot of problems with his reach-ins. But he's also got 3 fouls right here. 2 subs to come here for the Archers. Keith Claiborne and Norris come off the floor for number 9, Kieran Horrigan, and making his first appearance in months for the Archers, number 7, Giuseppe Landolfi, off that hamstring injury. Great to see him here today. We were told all week he was not going to be ready for this game, but he managed to make it back anyway. Really impressive for him. Coming inside is Jamie Cummins. Forced it back out to Monticelli. Monticelli foot on the line as he shot that ball. Another turnover for the Hoops. Hasn't been a sloppy game so far. Just 4 turnovers for the Hoops, 2 for the Archers. But really, it's the shooting that's keeping the Archers on top right now. 51% from the field, 53% from behind the arc. Landolfi coming inside on Cummins, bodies him down, lays it up, doesn't get it to fall. See Landolfi looking for those points early. Averaging about 9 points per game in the games he's played this season. Offensive foul called on Cole Barton right there. That is his first. Went up with the knee into the chest of the Archer defender. Hoops really struggling right now offensively, down by 17 to the Archers. And obviously not much you can do when the Archers are hitting 7 threes right in your face. Landolfi out on the wing, under pressure, and he'll get it off to Yohan Nixon here. Horrigan's got it, coming inside, tries to beat 3. A little too wild on the layup. Cut through well, but just couldn't get it to drop. Barton. Cummins goes back to him. Barton's got 14 to go here, looking to drive inside of Horrigan. Beats 1, beats 2, lays it up, in and 1. That is Barton's 10th point of the game, looking for 11 after this free throw. For the Hoops, Jamie Cummins with 12, Cole Barton with 10 points. That's it. Nobody else on the team has scored. It's literally just those 2 players right now. Between the 2 of them, they're having great games right now. Cole Barton, 75% from the field, 3 of 4. Cummins, 55% from the field, 5 of 9. And everybody else, 0 of 6. Barton's extra free throw drops home as well, 37 to 23. 14-point Archer lead. Monticelli goes off the floor, number 14 for the Hoops. Coming on the floor is number 2, Filip Lopicic, for his first minutes of the game. Coming up, Landolfi trying to send it into Andam. That pass probably needed to be different. Couldn't bounce that one through. Prescott Cornejo coming inside here. Loses the handle. Don knocks it away. Sent back. And Cummins grabs it. Hoops to reset. Ziukas coming in on Horrigan. Horrigan does a good job to stand his ground. Landolfi comes over and helps, but the Hoops still have it. 5 to go. Barton's going to take this 3. You can see it. Trying to look for it. He'll pull back from way out there. No way. Great defense from Kieran Horrigan. Landolfi coming up quickly. He's got space. Gets it over to Daw. Nixon. And they'll reset the play here. Hey, he's going to take the 3 anyway. Oh, doesn't fall. Archers were hoping for that one, but they still retain that 14-point lead. Out in the corners, you guys loses the handle again. Archer's just praying every time he gets the ball. Offensively, he's just turning the ball over like crazy. Knocked out of bounds, a foul called here. This will be Archers basketball. Great work there from James Daw to draw that one. Archers liking what they see so far. Horgan gets it down to Nixon near the baseline. 18 to go. Obviously the story of this game, Archers from behind the arc. 7 threes so far. Landolfi coming inside, trying to beat Cummins. Lays it up, no. Andam, offensive rebound twice. Pulls back and throws it away. Did a great job of getting that ball, corralling it, but then under all that pressure as he fell out of bounds, tried to throw it back, was looking for Landolfi. I think he just missed him. Not sure if he just saw Keith Claiborne on the bike or whatever happened there. Referee's looking to, we're just trying to figure out where to inbound this ball. Actually, we've got a technical foul called here. I believe it's on number 10, Alexander Prescott Cornejo. Jaws sinks the free throw, and the Archers are going to get the possession back as well. I'm not too sure what the technical foul was for. I didn't see anything. Looks like it's just going to be the 1 free throw for the Archers, but possession stays with the Hoops. 38 to 23. Archers with a 15-point lead here at home in Cardiff, Wales on this Sunday afternoon. Prescott Cornejo trying to come inside. Good defense from Horrigan again. Cannot get in there. Forced back. Barton, 3 on the shot clock. First time in the paint on this whole drive. I don't know what that was. Shot clock violation. Archer basketball. The Hoops are going to have to do something better than that if you're going to score more points. Jamie Cummins still arguing with the referee here. I think he's still arguing about that foul call on the previous possession. Again, I still don't know what that was. We're trying to get some clarification at halftime. Kieran Horrigan with it now, coming up the court. Got Barton on the backside. Barton stabs it away. A steal for the Hoops now. Prescott Cornejo Gets it over to Barton, dumped inside. Cummins loses the handle from James Daw. Thought it was Archers basketball, but no, it'll be Hoops basketball. Into the bottom half of this second quarter. Looking for the deep three as Barton takes it, knocks it home. Another three from Barton, he's up to 14. He and Jamie Cummins again. Looks like that's actually a deep two, not a three. Ondam coming inside, back over. Landolfi fakes, gets the defender to bite, deep two, just can't get it to home. Needs those first couple of points for him. Get that confidence back. Barton coming inside, drives, lays it up and in, off the glass. And momentum starting to shift here. 11-point Archer lead. It hasn't been this close in a while for the Hoops. Ondam goes over to Daw. Daw looking for that screen from him. He's got it. And the pass out of it. Nixon near the baseline. Takes a deep two. No, off the front iron. Archer's really losing momentum. They're just not finding the shots that they liked early. But also, you're not going to shoot 50% from three the whole game. And they're recognizing it and paying the price. Lopicic coming inside, splitting the entire defense. No way. A bit wild to throw up that against three defenders. Daw under the double team, has to get rid of it. They have to get it across half court, and they do with a second to spare. Ondam over to Horrigan. They'll go back to Nixon. Horrigan again, looking to the motion inside. Got a bump screen here and loses the handle on the way down. Good defense from the Hoops. They force another turnover and a timeout called here by Cardiff Met. Still an 11-point Archer lead, but the tides started to turn just a little bit. Hoops have come back into this game. And with just over 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half, Archer's hanging on to that 11-point lead. Trying to do the best they can to not be relegated here today. A loss wouldn't necessarily condemn them to relegation. The Greenhouse Pioneers, if they lose by enough points, could lose out on point differential to the Archers. Archers have negative 133 in point differential. Pioneers with negative 131. So if the Archers were to lose by, say, 6, and the Pioneers lost by 10, the Pioneers would go down. But that's the last thing you want to rely on, especially because we have no idea if the Titans are going to be playing with a lot of motivation today. Again, they're in 5th and cannot make the playoffs. So you're just hoping that they come away with a win. The last thing you want is for the Pioneers to win today, force that three-way tie. If you do, if that happens, there's no way Cardiff Met can survive. A loss coupled with a Pioneers win sends them down immediately here today. If they win and the Pioneers win as well, then they're still going to go down. As far as we understand the tiebreaker rules from the National Basketball England website throughout the Cardiff Met Archers Club. So stay tuned to Cardiff Met Archers social media. We should know by the end of the day tonight, hopefully by around 7 o'clock. Alexander Prescott-Cornejo to come inbound this ball for the Hoops right now. They're looking to cut back on this 11-point Archer lead. But the biggest thing that the Hoops have done well, Archers have 21 rebounds. Hoops have 20 after being out-rebounded by almost 10 early in this game. They've come back and secured 9 offensive rebounds, most of those here in the second quarter. That's enabled them to come back in this game. Still down by 11, though. Cummins takes a three. Nowhere close. 15% shooter from behind the arc. If you're Cardiff Met, you let him take that. I think we have a foul call, but the referees are going to get together for a little conference here. We might have another T called. I got people calling for VAR on the left sideline. We got people calling for technical foul on the right. And the referees in the middle calling I don't know what. We all awkwardly sit here waiting, hoping that somebody can hear the referees. I certainly cannot from my distance. While we let them clear up that confusion over there, so far for the Archers, for the Hoops, it's 27 points between the Hoops. It's only come from 2 players, Jamie Cummins with 12 and Cole Barton with 15. Looks like we've got a ball problem as well. Don't see this every day. I think we're going to go with the more inflated ball here. Tom Guntrip will walk the other one back to the locker room, hopefully for a little medical treatment for the ball. And I think we got some blood on the ball, actually. It looks like that's what that was. So Tom Guntrip, I don't know if that's a role you predicted you'd have as a coach. Looks like Philip Lopicic has maybe a bloody nose or something like that, so he'll have to come off the floor and deal with that at the moment. So some blood on the ball right there. Tom Guntrip trying to clean it off. Not something you see every day. I can't remember the last time I saw blood get on a basketball. I cannot imagine it's easy to get off of that. But it looks like he does. Good save there from Coach Guntrip. And I think did he miss a spot? Let's see. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm going to go with no. Referee approves. Good cleaning job from the head coach here today. So the Hoops will bring Alvaro Perez on the floor. Alvaro Perez been on the floor for a couple of minutes now. Lopetich will come off the floor. Brandon Reed going to come back on instead to replace Lopetich as he sets to the locker room. Now the referee needs to drive the ball a little more. Come on, Coach Guntrip. You got to draw the ball off too, my friend. We're waiting to get back underway here. Again, just over 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Archer still holding on to that 11-point lead. Looks like the ball's about ready to go. Should be all set. For the Archers, James Daw with 16 points so far. All but 2 of the Archers' points have come from, all but 11, sorry, the points have come from the starting 5. James Daw with 16, Keith Claiborne with 7, Eli Undom with 4, Eddie Casito with 9 off the bench. Undom on the floor now, gets it inside to Nixon. Nixon gets the pump fake, drives it up and in for 2. Same starting 5 on the floor for the Archers right now, and they take advantage of that one. 40-27, Archers on top right now. Sent back out. Cummins driving in on Nixon. One-handed swing back outside to Brandon Reed. Reed was not in the right spot. That pass sent to the wrong place. Another turnover. No complaints from Cardiff Met. That's the 10th turnover from the Hoops right now. Gets it to Daw on the wing. 12 on the shot clock. Needs to do something with it here. Goes behind his back to Nixon. Not going to take that 3. Hands it off inside, and that's a goaltend. Keith Claiborne's shot is going to count. Goaltend there on Alexander Prescott Cornejo. Ball was going down by the time he got his hand there. 2 more points for the Archers. 15-point lead yet again. Hoops struggling right now. Need everything they can get offensively. Cole Barton's been the man so far in this game. 15 points for the Hoops. He'll hand it off to Reed. Gets it back again. Prescott Cornejo inside. Tries to dump it off. Why are you doing that? He threw it right at Horrigan's hands. Horrigan just couldn't corral it, and it's out of bounds. This is going to be Archer basketball. Sorry, Hoops basketball here. Brandon Reed with it. Reed looking to come around. Daw takes the shot up. Not close at the end of that shot clock. They'll get the offensive rebound, though. Barton this time off the back iron again and out. Another offensive rebound, though. Barton again, sending it inside on the baseline. And he traveled. Hoops just cannot get anything to go for them right now. Barton's going to dump it off. I think we've got a technical foul called on the bench for the Hoops. One of the bench players for the Hoops mouthing off to the official. This is going to be 1 shot plus possession. I can't tell which player it was. It was not the Hoops head coach. I believe it was one of the bench players in the middle. Don't know which one. Hoops, of course, arguing the call. Good luck with that. James Daw sinks the free throw. He's going to get we're going to get an inbound here for the Archers. So a couple of Hoops head coach arguing against the officials' consistency so far this game, or lack of in his eyes. Another technical called on the Hoops head coach. This is getting embarrassing. I don't know why he's still arguing with that. You're just going to cause more problems for your team right now. Maybe Cummins coming over and asking him to stop, I believe. Cole Barton here on the baseline, tapping his head, wondering why his head coach is doing that. Daw sinks the free throw, and again, just killing yourself with free points right now. Archer's not going to say no to this. 44-27. Archer's on top by 17 right now. So we had a tech on the bench for the Hoops and a tech on the coach. Hoops killing themselves defensively at the moment. Gets it over to Horrigan. Horrigan from 3. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound from Nixon. Taps it out, but it's long. And over and back for the Archers, just too far. We're going to have a sub here for the Hoops. Lopacic's going to come back in the game. Looks like he's got the blood problem cleared up. Brandon Reed to come off the floor. Really, for the Hoops, you just need somebody to start scoring. Cummins and Barton, again, the only two have scored so far in this game. They have all 27 points between them, and they have not scored in a while. Cummins inside, bright as I said, he gets 2 to drop, 44-29. Morgan dumps it off to Ondam, who gets it over to Keith Claiborne. 16 on the clock. Claiborne will hand it off here to Nixon. Daw, 3 from deep. Off the front iron, no. And Barton will take it up the floor on his own. Barton coming up against Horgan. Foul called, gets the ball stuck anyway. Doesn't matter, offensive foul. Odd call, Barton. That might be Barton's 3rd foul. That's a big problem if you're the Hoops. That is his 3rd foul. Barton cannot foul out of this game. Hoops just have no offense outside of him and Cummins. Ondam comes in, hands it back out instead. Claiborne's still in the backcourt. He's coming up now. Daw drives inside, loses the handle. They have to pick this ball up, and they do. 10 to go. Ondam motioning for somebody inside, took 3 steps. I think his pivot foot fell off. It's still a 15-point Archer lead. We're nearing the halftime break. 26 seconds left to go to the half. Cole Barton needed to make something happen here for the Hoops. They've just had nothing going for them right now. Only scored 14 points in this quarter, looking to make some more before the end of this half. 10 to go. Barton driving inside, 5 on the shot clock. Coming in, Barton pull up 2. Off the iron and in. Clock still rolling, 2 to go. Archers turn it over. And that shot doesn't go in, thankfully for Cardiff Met. After all of that, the Archers lead by 13 as we head into the half. A great start for Cardiff Met. They outscored the Hoops 29-15 in that first quarter. Kept up the dominance in the second. We're outscored, though, 15-16 by the Hoops in the second quarter. They still retain a 13-point lead as we head into the halftime break. We'll be back in, I believe we'll be back in just about 5 minutes. We're going to have a shortened halftime here, so we'll be back in 5 for the second half. Cardiff Met Archers lead 44-31 over the Oxford Hoops. Welcome back, everyone. We're just a minute or 2 away from the start of the second half. Apologies, I thought it was going to be 5 minutes. They all motioned for 5 minutes and then decided to go a little bit longer, about halfway through those 5 minutes. So, just a couple minutes away from the tip-off for the start of the second half. Again, this is the big game today for Cardiff Met here in Cardiff, Wales. A win today, coupled with a London Greenhouse Pioneers loss, would keep them up in Division 2, and a loss would almost certainly send them down to Division 3. So what they're looking for today, obviously, is this win over the Oxford Hoops at home. That's all they can control. They're currently on a great winning streak at home, won their last 4 home games. This would make it 5 if they can win here today. And obviously, they're looking to complete that. The Hoops come into this game. They won 3 straight in the past few weeks, the last few weeks of February. They've lost all their games in March since then. 1 at the Sussex Bears and 1 at the Westminster Warriors. And now, for the Archers, hopefully, they'll be hoping they can get a third, the Hoops to suffer a 3rd road loss here in Archers Arena today. Archers feeling confident. You can see it right now on the floor and on the bench. Everyone, lots of energy, ready to go here today. Obviously, it's been a great game for the Archers so far. James Daw having the best game of anyone out on the court so far. 18 points for him. 6 of 9 on shooting. 3 of 4 from inside the arc. 3 of 5 from outside. Keith Claiborne as well has 9 points. Eddie Casito off the bench with 9 as well. For the Hoops, they've only got 2 players who have scored. Cole Barton with 17. Jamie Cummins with 14. That's it. And so for the Archers, they'll be looking to, obviously, if those 2 can score, great. You don't want that to happen, but nobody else is scoring apart from them. And the Archers are still on top as a result. So as we come out here for the start of the second half, Archers send out the same starting 5 that they had at the start of the game. For the Hoops, a little bit different. Brandon Reed, number 4. Number 8, Cole Barton, obviously. Number 15, Martinez Yucas. 0 down at the base, Jamie Cummins. And then here at the top with James Daw is Alexander Prescott Cornejo. Misspoke. Oscar Spersons is on James Daw right now. Number 5 for the Hoops. Sent inside is the ball to Johan Nixon. And they'll kick it back out here. Horrigan gets it over to Daw. Daw coming in off the screen. Goes over to Ondam coming in. Ondam can't get it to drop, but he is going to go to the line for 2. Tough physical play for Eli Ondum right there. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Ondum's got 4 points on the game so far. Looking for some more here. His first free throw up and out. One of the things that Archers have struggled with a little bit so far this season has been free throw shooting as a team. In the bottom half of the league on that. Ondum only shooting about 54% from the line as he bricks both off the back iron. And Bearsons will throw it up to Cummins here. Cummins 1-on-3. He'll pull it back. Bearsons gets it over. 3 from Brandon Reed. Too short. Cummins grabs the offensive rebound though here on the perimeter. Another pass over to Reed again. Bearsons pulls up from 3 on his own. Air ball. Nowhere close. Archer basketball off of that one. Keith Claiborne will have the ball now as the crowd waves goodbye to that shot. Daw on the perimeter coming inside. Got Horgan outside. Horgan will dump it back to Nixon. 10 to go. Tried to find Eli Ondum inside. Easily kept away by Ziukas. Cummins will pull it back. Get it over to Barton. Barton, time and space. Muscles past Claiborne. Flips it over to Reed. Gets it back to him. Barton from 3. Can't get it to fall. Big offensive rebound here for Oscar Bearsons. Bearsons gets it back. Spins around. Almost loses it. Keeps it though. Reed again. Pulling up from 3. Finally gets one to go. 44-34. It's a 10-point game. Hoops are cutting right back into this Archer lead. And finally somebody not named Cummins or Barton has scored. Daw hit from the back, dumps it back to Nixon. Nixon swatted away with authority by Cummins. Cummins, quick pass over to the inside. Ziukas loses it again. Still under pressure, finally gets it to go, and it's back to a single-digit Archer lead for the first time since the start of this game. 8-point Archer lead. Momentum is heavily shifted away from Cardiff Met. Oxford Hoops have it all right now. Claiborne's got it at the top of the arc. He'll take a deep one. No. Off the front iron, and the Archers somehow get it back. A lot of offensive boards for the Archers today. It's the 13th. Nixon is going to get it stripped away by Cole Barton. Barton's going to drive past Ondom. Going to try to take it up against Horgan. He will. 2-and-1 to come. Arena going silent here in Cardiff. Cardiff Met really struggling right now, and Hoops are taking full advantage. It's 44-38. Just like that, you close your eyes for a moment, and the Hoops are right back in this game. So 1 free throw to come here from Barton as he looks to complete that 3-point play. He will, and it's now a 5-point Archer lead. Not looking good for Cardiff Met right now. Keith Claiborne bringing the ball up the court. He'll get it back. Archers will look to him or James Daw, the 2 veterans of this team, make something happen here. Daw under heavy pressure from Bearsons immediately, and he's fouled. No complaints about that one for Cardiff Met. Resets the shot clock to 14. And Archers basketball out from the base now. Daw been fouled quite a bit in this game, been fouled 4 times. Most of any player on the floor. He'll send it in to Kieran Horrigan. Flips it over on the wing to Claiborne. Nixon dumps it off to the inside to Daw. Back on Dom. Forced back out. Horrigan's going to take a 3. Shot clock expiring. No. And an offensive rebound for the Archers. Big play there. They need to make something happen on the scoreboard now with that. Tries to find Ondom inside. That's a dangerous pass from Nixon out of bounds. Tried to split 2 defenders to find the 1 attacker. Didn't work. And it's Hoops basketball again. Cole Barton taking it up the court now. Archer's chance of defense coming from the bench. Everybody knows they need it right now. Barton coming inside, tries to beat 2, won't do it. And Cummins grabs the offensive rebound, but throws it straight to Eli Ondom. Coming down the court is Eli. Trying to beat the defender in the paint, too strong. Nixon grabs the rebound, then he's fouled from the back by Bearsons again. Bearsons' 3rd foul. Bearson's his 3rd foul, and Cole Barton also has 3 fouls. If you're Cardiff Met, keep driving at Cole Barton. Barton's got 20 points. Just 2 fouls away from fouling out, though. Get him out of the game. Daw coming inside, trying to beat 2 defenders. Cummins gets to him. Behind the back, Nixon, Claiborne, 3. Got it to go! 3 for Cardiff Met. They needed that one. 47-39. Back to an 8-point lead. Oscar Bearsons was on the ground for a few seconds there. Looks like he'll get up, and I think he's going to walk off the floor. He's not feeling too good. Not sure if it was a shoulder problem or something like that. Goes straight for the locker room. Doesn't even head for the bench here. Alexander Prescott-Cornejo will check in for him instead. And Cole Barton now has got the ball. Again, 8-point Archer lead. Over 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd. Reed with it. Got a bit of a screen. Found the space. Couldn't get it to fall. No complaints for that from Cardiff Met. Reed, a 21% shooter from behind the arc. Ondam coming inside. Splits 2 defenders. Finally gets that layup to go for him. 2 for Eli Ondam and the Archers. Back to a 10-point lead. Barton takes it up on Horrigan. Spinning around. Dumps it off to Reed and gets it back. Prescott-Cornejo at the top. Fakes. In on Daw. Spinning. Back. Ziukas, 3. No way again. Again, I don't think the Archers are going to have many problems with that. Ziukas, 22% from behind the arc. Not really under much pressure there where the Archers. Daw coming inside. Pushes back on Barton. Nixon will get it back. He's going to fake. Come inside on his own. Jump step out to Horrigan. He'll take that shot finally. Finally get it to fall. A little fist bump out there. He knows that was important. Horrigan's first points of the game. And the Archers back this one up to a 13-point lead. Barton with it now. He'll hand it off to Prescott-Cornejo at the top of the arc. Too high. And a rebound coming from Keith Claiborne. Claiborne's going to beat 2 defenders here. Is he going to beat more? Flips it over to Horrigan. Another 3 from him. Again, he got it again! Timeout needs to be called by the Hoops, and it will be. It's back up to a 16-point Archer lead right now. Well, just when you think the Hoops are back in this game, got it cut all the way down to 4. Too bad. Archers bring it back out to a 16-point lead. Really impressive from them so far. And just a really fantastic 3rd quarter here. 6 points from Kieran Horrigan off those 2 big threes. 3 more in the 3rd quarter from Keith Claiborne as well. Really impressive from Cardiff Met so far. So Cardiff Met, obviously the reason why they're winning is they've got 10 threes. 30 points from behind the arc, 25 points from everywhere else. Only 3 points in the free throw line as well. And this is just exactly the kind of game you want for the Archers. Have not shot the ball this well from behind the arc. 50% the whole season. Not a single game has been anywhere near this. For the Hoops, I mean, it is just bricklaying on the other side. 2 of 18 from behind the arc. That's 11%. 32% from the floor, but they are shooting 46% from 2, so they've managed to come back off that early deficit from there. 22 points in the paint for the Hoops. Only 14 points in the paint for the Archers. Again, all their points coming from elsewhere. I think your big problem here for the Hoops is you got a few players in some foul trouble. Ziukas with 2, Cole Barton with 3, Oscar Bearsons with 3 as well. And you cannot have Barton foul out of this game. If he does, you're in big trouble. Hands it off to Jamie Cummins. 12 on the clock. Coming inside, Prescott-Cornejo, jump step, loses it. No foul called. Ziukas, 5 to go, has to do something. Cummins will turn, have to shoot from deep. Oh man, gets it to go. Good defense from Cardiff. Matt, not much you can do about that one. Ondam with it now, 13-point Archer lead. Coming inside his Daw, loses the handle, and looks like the Hoops touched it when they were out of bounds. Off Prescott-Cornejo. This will be Archer basketball. Eddie Casito going to come in the game here for Ewan Nixon. Haven't seen Casito in a while. Only had 7 minutes on the court so far, but 9 points to go with those 7 minutes. Looking for more here. Quick give out over to Kieran Horrigan, who's got it on the wing. 7 to go. Daw coming around that little bump screen. Takes a deep 2, rolls in and out. Cummins with the rebound, his 6th of the game. Fakes that shot. Cummins beats Ondam, drives inside. Nobody on him. Easy lay-in. Ondam raises his hand. That was his fault, I think. You got to have somebody bodying Cummins up earlier. I think Ondam just missed on that one. He'll come inside now, trying to do the same. Looking to make a decision, throws it back out. Horgan with it. Casito from 3 yet again. And again he gets it. 4 of 4 from behind the arc for Eddie Casito. 12 points from him. Unstoppable right now. 58-44. Cummins is going to try the same thing. He won't take that 3 though. Presco Cornejo coming inside, trying to split all the defenders. He will. Going to be fouled on the way up though. 2 shots to come from him. Eddie Casito led the team over 40% from 3 throughout the first, I believe it was about the first 3 quarters of the season. And then on the back end, just started missing a few more. Wasn't hitting as many as he did in the first half, of course. Those first 75% of that season. Dropped down to about 36%, which is where he was at coming into the game today. Now, obviously, different story. Another free throw goes in as well. For those curious, Eddie Casito is now 11 of 23 on 3s. So near 50% from him. Throws it inside, and that's on the whole season, by the way. Casito's pass inside, went to Ondam's foot and out of bounds. And a turnover for Cardiff Met. Still hanging on to that 12-point lead. 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Barton's got it. Lenny Norris back in the game. Haven't seen him since the first quarter with those 3 fouls. Cummins to Ziukas. Ziukas coming inside, beats the defenders, lays it up hard. No. And out to Horgan. Daw loses the handle. Still got it. Knocks it over to Ondam. Ondam coming inside. Stabbed away from behind and out of bounds off of his hands. And another turnover. Coaches James Daw and Tom Guntrip asking for fouls to be called on the reach. Nothing doing, though, for the Archers. Sol Minty Walker comes on the floor for Kieran Horgan. Still got that 12-point lead. But the Hoops not out of things yet. Done a good job to stay within touching distance throughout all the problems that they had during this game. Barton hands off to Prescott Cornejo. Dumps it back to him. He's not going to take the shot. Drives inside on Norris. Spinning. Floater. Away. Got it. Go in. 58-48. It's back to a 10-point game. Barton up to 22 points. Jamie Cummins with 19. Ondam from deep. I don't know about that shot. Hoops will say thank you for that. Coming away with it again, Prescott Cornejo. Hands it back to Barton. Barton coming inside against 2 defenders. No. Offensive rebound from Ziukas. Dumps it home again. It's back to an 8-point game. Hoops coming right back into this game. Daw making his own space, and he'll be forced back. Ondam trying to do the same thing. Casito, corner 3, this one up. Didn't get set, airballed it. Norris grabs the rebound. No foul called. Monticelli coming down the floor now. Monticelli driving against Ondam. He's going to be fouled. Cardiff Met bench really upset. Not sure why there wasn't a foul called on Lenny Norris on the other side. Foul called on Eli Ondam, apparently. So an 8-point deficit could be cut down to 6 here if Monticelli can hit these 2 free throws. Monticelli, 72% free throw shooter from the line. Again, the only one in the starting 5 for the Hoops, who averages more than 50%, or sorry, 70%, as he gets that first one to drop after it bounces around a little bit. He'll look to hit the second here, and he will. So 2 quick points for the Hoops. It's back down to a 6-point game. Norris, Casito, mid-range 2. Way too far. Ondam grabs it back, throws it over to Claiborne. Claiborne's going to be hit by Cole Barton. That's exactly what you wanted if you're Cardiff Met. That's a 4th foul on Barton. Keep going right at him. I think Pete Walker just yelled that same thing from the bench. Barton's head drops. He knows it. Call from Coach Guntrip comes in. They are going to keep trying to attack him. Norris coming inside. Throws it back out to Ondam. Casito fakes from 2. Claiborne, little shimmy, behind the back pass, too casual, thrown away. Covered here by Cummins. Cummins driving in. He's going to be hit hard by Casito. No foul call. I don't know how. That was totally a foul. And that's a makeup call right there. It's a makeup call, but I think it's one you had to make. Cummins was just nailed as he drove inside. No foul was called on that one. So the foul instead coming on the Archers on the following shot. Alexander Prescott-Cornejo with 2 to come here. Hoops looking to cut it down to 4 again. As he bricks the first. So Hoops now 11 of 13 from the free throw line. That's kept them in the game so far. Second one does go in, 12 of 14 now. Cut it back down to a 5-point Hoops deficits, rather. Lenny Norris on the ball now. Sol Minty Walker spinning around on Dom. Gets the defender to come to him and tries to whip it back and steps out of bounds. I don't know what that play was. Nobody came to support, but I don't really know what you're supposed to do. Minty Walker driving down to the baseline, and I don't know what idea he had in his head, but he just threw it away. So it would have been a turnover even if he didn't walk out of bounds. Prescott-Cornejo on the ball again now. Hoops finally starting to get something going, but Barton's had to come off the floor with those 4 fouls. They need somebody else to step up. Ziukas over Kazito. No way. Minty Walker loses it. Tapped away from behind. 3 coming. Off. No. Can't get the offensive rebound. Out of bounds, and it's off the Hoops, out of bounds. Best reaction on the floor is from Lorenzo Monticelli, who waves his arms around and is in total disbelief. I don't blame him. I thought that was off the Archers as well, honestly. 5-point Archer lead into the bottom 10 seconds of the third quarter right now. Claiborne to play for the final shot here. Bearson's guarding him, coming in, driving against everybody. Somehow gets it to roll in off the back. 60 to 53. It's a 7-point Archer lead as we head into the final quarter of the regular season for both of these two teams. Cardiff Met on top by 7 here at home tonight. So with just 10 minutes left to go in this game, again, here's what the stakes are. If Cardiff Met win, they will have a good chance of being safe to stay in the Division II National Basketball Leagues. If they do not, if they can't win, of course, they'll very likely be relegated immediately. London Greenhouse Pioneers still have the same number of wins as them with 6, but the problem becoming point differential. So if the Archers win today and the Greenhouse Pioneers lose, then they're guaranteed safety, no problem there. Pioneers would finish with 6 wins, Archers with 7, no problem. However, if the Archers win and the Pioneers win, the Archers, Hoops, and Pioneers would all have 7 wins. It'd be a 3-way tiebreaker that would be enforced instead of the standard tiebreaker, a point differential. This means the head-to-head record would come into play, and that means Cardiff Met would be relegated. They have the worst record out of those 3 in the head-to-head records. Cardiff Met would go down to Division III. So they need to win here against the Hoops, and they need the Greenhouse Pioneers to lose against the Greenwich Titans. That game tipping off at 5. Again, stay tuned to the Archers Basketball social media on Twitter, @ArchersBasket. And you'll know what's happened with the Cardiff Met season by about 7 to 7:30 tonight, UK time. Last quarter of the regular season for both teams. Oxford Hoops virtually guaranteed of safety through the rest of the season. We take a minor miracle for them to be relegated. It's not going to happen. So they're safe in this league. See how badly they want this win here right now. Referee comes back on the floor from the water break, and we're ready for the last 10 minutes of the season here at home for the Cardiff Met Archers here at Archers Arena. Thank you for joining us. I'm Atticus Pete. Welcome into the most important 10 minutes of the season for Cardiff Met. This is their chance to put their stamp on Division II and stay in this for another year. Monticelli driving around, throws it back. Ziukas, deep 3, straight away, knocks it home. Not a good start for the Archers. 3 points here. Kieran Horgan's got the ball. Archers only with a 4-point lead. Hoops haven't been this close since the first quarter. Landolfi gets it over to Kazito, who dumps it to Norris. Tried to throw it over for Horgan, out of bounds. Off of Monticelli's foot. This will be Archers basketball there. Landolfi throws it in. Kazito gets it over. Horgan inside. Landolfi waits, dumps it off the glass and in. Giuseppe Landolfi's first 2 points in a Cardiff Met uniform in months after his hamstring injury. Needed those, and the team needed those as well. 6-point Archer lead. Cummins coming inside. Trying to beat Kazito. He will not. Knocked out of bounds. Good block by Eddie Kazito. And this will still be Hoops basketball here on the baseline. Over 9 minutes left to go still. Monticello to send it in. Wonder how long the Hoops will wait before bringing Cole Barton back into the game. Ziukas gonna take another step back three, and he's gonna get it again. Cardiff Met in trouble right now as Ziukas is on fire. He's up to 10 points. 50% from behind the arc. 2 threes for him here in the fourth quarter. Landolfi gets the handoff, looking to come inside. Nixon fakes around Cummins. Back, Landolfi, deep 2. Ooh, can't get it to fall in. Prescott Cornejo with it now at the three-point line. Horgan defending him, sends it inside. Landolfi, Monticelli knows he's got a mismatch. Force stack out. Ziukas looking to do the same thing again. Loses it to Casito. Casito's going to go to the corner. Trying for the steal into the bench. Goes Monticelli. But the Hoops do come away with it. Worthwhile play, I'd say. Prescott Cornejo now. 14 on the shot clock. Coming inside, splits the defenders. A foul called on the line. Foul called on the floor, rather, by the Archers. On that drive. This will be inbounded from the baseline for the Hoops. Hoops down by just 3. Closest this game has been since the first minute of the game. Even the first 10 seconds, actually. Monticelli's got the ball. Deep threes going up, off the front iron and out. Big rebound there from Lenny Norris. Norris taking up the court quickly, looking to drive inside, gets to the baseline and forced back out. Casito coming in off the bounce, no, airballs it. You can see Archers starting to lose their grip on this game. Cummins with it, hands it over, Prescott Cornejo coming inside, bumped back. 10 on the shot clock now. Ziukas, one-on-one with Casito, Nixon steals it away. Forces it forward, gets it to Landolfi somehow. Landolfi splitting the defense, throws it up. No foul call by the referees. It's still going to be Hoops basketball. Archers cannot take advantage there. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. And we got another tech called on the Hoops, bench. What are you doing? This is the 4th tech from the coach. Or from the team, rather. I think it's just the 3rd on the coach. I think he's been ejected. He has been. That's embarrassing if you're the Hoops head coach. That is pathetic as he makes a vulgar gesture coming off the floor. That's embarrassing. What are you doing? Obviously, 2 technicals kicks you out of the game, so that's his 2nd technical. Had 4 technicals on the Hoops so far in this game. 1 on the floor, 1 on the bench, and 2 on him. And those 2 were jokes. I don't know what on earth he's doing, mouthing off at the referees. The ball's not even near you. And they're going to pay the price as the Archers will knock down the free throw from James Daw, and they'll inbound it from the baseline. Cannot be said enough. I mean, those 4 technicals have given away 4 free points, plus possessions to the Archers. That's the whole difference in this game. I don't know what you're doing. Referee behind the glass still making gestures at the referee. What a joke. A lot of momentum here in the Archers arena. You can see the WNBL squad is stuck around along with most of the WBBL squad from the Archers. And they're waving out to the Oxford Hoops head coach as he's behind the glass. It can't be said enough. I don't know what on earth you're doing causing so many technical fouls. Obviously 3 on the bench, 2 on the head coach, 1 on the bench player. And just ridiculous. You're giving away all these free points and possessions to Cardiff Met, and that's really what's causing the problem as the Oxford Hoops head coach is forced out from behind the glass. He has to watch the game. He cannot watch the game from behind the glass either because of the gestures that he's making to the referees. That is pathetic. Gets the ball, loses it, stripped away. Archers all the momentum right now. James Daw coming down the court, and I think we've got, do we have another technical foul called? I think we do. I can't see who it's on. Is it on Jamie Cummins? We got a timeout on the floor here while they sort things out. They're trying to figure out if they called one. I don't know if they did. I think they might have just called a timeout on the floor, but that doesn't make any sense because they stopped the game. They called something. I don't know what. I think it's a technical on the Hoops again, but they haven't really made any motion to who it's for, and they're still working out with the Archers bench what it will be. It looks like we're going to have a free throw plus Archers basketball. We'll assume that's it. Again, I don't know who the technical is on. They haven't really motioned to anyone. Even the scorer's table doesn't really seem to know. So we're going to find out here in just a moment after the referees talk things over. So again, If you're just joining us, 7 minutes left to go. Archers need to win this game for their best chance at survival in Division II National Basketball League this season. If they win and the Greenhouse Pioneers lose in their game after this against the Greenwich Titans, they will stay up. Things are looking okay for them so far. Got a 4-point lead. We're winning by a lot more early in the game, by up to 17 at one point. And the Hoops have come all the way back. But really the difference so far has been the 4 technical fouls on the Hoops, potentially 5. Looks like this will be a 5th. Yeah, this is the 5th technical foul called on the Hoops so far this game. So, again, if you haven't seen the rest of this game so far, the Hoops have had 5 technical fouls, given away 5 free points, assuming James Daw hits this. He does. 5 free points given away to the Archers, plus the possessions after. That's the whole difference in the game. Archers lead by 5, 64-59. If you're the Hoops, what a joke. You're throwing this game away through your technical fouls, and it's ridiculous. Their head coach has been ejected because of the technical fouls. For mouthing off to the referee, and he's even been forced out from behind the glass in the Archers arena. Can't even watch the game from there. It's been that embarrassing. Nixon in the paint, jump step, dribble drive, spinning around. He's going to be fouled to go to the line for 2. Looks like we got a foul called on Oscar Berzins. That's Berzins' 4th foul. So foul trouble hitting the Hoops like crazy right now. Oscar Berzins with 4 fouls. Cole Barton has not been on the court for the past 10 minutes. He's got 4 fouls as well. That's a big problem for them because Barton has 22 points. First free throw knocked down by Yohan Nixon. 6-point Archer lead. He's looking to make it 7 here, and he will. Swishes both of them home. See the energy after. The Archers want this win badly. Quick double team here from the Archers. Forced the throw away, but it's tapped off of Ondom and down. Prescott Cornejo driving inside, rifles it up to nowhere. No foul called, Archer basketball. Yohan Nixon with it. Nixon coming up the court, hands it off to Lenny Norris. Daw sets the play up, 14 to go on the clock. Daw gets it back, driving inside, beats the defenders. Horgan wide open from the corner. No. Big rebound there. Berzins rips it down. Prescott Cornejo with it, 16 to go on the clock. From the perimeter, Cummins got a mismatch on Horgan. He likes it, loses it though. Daw strips it away, gets the steal. Under pressure, looks like he's fouled, but nothing called. Lenny Norris with it now, gets it over. Horgan dumped off, Ondom, fakes, bites, blocked. Accidental block, I think. Eli Ondom coming inside, little spin. 2 defenders on him, blocked again. And this one's gonna be up and down. Travel actually is going to be called. And Archers with the turnover there. A little too wild on the interior. Still holding on to that lead, that 7-point Archer lead right now. Just over 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go to the end of this game. Cole Barton's come back on the floor for the first time in a while. The Hoops need his points. They need him to score right now. We'll see if the time off on the bench has hurt him with a shooting stroke. Stolen away again by James Daw. Coming up the court, 1-on-3, hands it off. Norris driving with him. Ondom punches it up, no. Still can't get anything to fall. Cummins behind the back to Barton. Barton driving up here, 2-on-3. Little runner and floater. What was that? No foul called. Strong defense from the Archers again. Still holding on to that 7-point lead. And I think Barton wants to protest against that one, but you can't. You cannot give the Hoops a 6th technical foul, so he won't say anything. Horgan gets it stripped. It's on the ground. Horgan's going to grab it back. It's knocked around. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to the Archers. Good effort there from the Hoops, but it's still Archer basketball. This game has been about as heavily contested as you could hope for. 7-point game right now, and really Cardiff Met were running away with this one early, and the Hoops just with a great effort to come back. And that's where things stand right now. Hoops basically assured of survival in Division II. Archers need this win to improve their chances of staying up. Ondom's got it. A little, I don't know what that was. I don't know why he took that shot. Prescott Cornejo got it to the outside. 3. Monticelli drops it in. That one's bad for Cardiff Met. 4-point lead now. Hoops coming right back into this game. Keith Claiborne going to come back on the floor in just a moment here. Yohan Nixon got it against Jamie Cummins. 14 on the clock. Stutter step inside. Horgan. Daw. 3. It's up. Still won't fall. Undone with a big offensive rebound. Back to Daw. Daw's going to take another one. This time it drops home. Back to a 7-point Archer lead. Bench explodes for Cardiff Met. It's actually a 2, not a 3. So 6-point lead instead, and we got a foul called on James Daw here as he goes for another steal. That's going to be Dawes, just his first foul of the game. He does have 5 steals on the game, though. It's a worthy trade. Lenny Norris comes off the floor for Keith Claiborne. Claiborne, one of the team's leaders, coming back on here, probably for these last 4 minutes and about 14 seconds left to go in this game. Cummins with the ball. Doesn't see anything he likes. Prescott Cornejo driving inside, tries to beat 2. He does. 2 and 1. What a momentum killer for Cardiff Met. Just hacked him on the way up, 68-64. If he hits this free throw, completes the 3-point play, we're back to a 1-possession game. And, I mean, with all the technical fouls, look, Cardiff Met should have a bigger lead than this. Hoops have done a great job managing to come back. Free throw up and in. Back to a 3-point game. 3-point game, 4 minutes to go. This is Cardiff Met's season right here. Ondom sends it over to Keith Claiborne. Claiborne hands it off. Nixon. Daw. Nixon can't find him. Driving on Cummins. Goes over to Horgan. Wasn't ready. Claiborne driving in. 7 to go. Needs to take the shot. He will. No, can't grab his rebound. Jamie Cummins got it instead. Cummins with 9 boards, 19 points. Monticelli fakes the 3. Won't take it. Cummins driving inside. Looking to go to 21 points. And he's going to be fouled on the way up. 2 free throws to come for the Hoops yet again. Hoops killing it from the free throw line, 13 of 15, 86%. That's really what's kept them in this game. We got a timeout call by the Archers here, by Coach Tom Guntrip. Archers will head to the bench for one of their final timeouts of the game, and man, this is about as close as it gets. There's really no other way around it. 68-65, Hoops down by 3. 2 free throws, though, to come here from Jamie Cummins. And they really coped well with the loss of Cole Barton in that 3rd and early 4th quarter. Barton did 4 fouls in the game, was forced to come off the court, and Jamie Cummins had 19 points as well. So between those two, it looked like all the scoring was coming from them. But in the 3rd and 4th quarter, Lorenzo Monticelli picked up 5 points. Alexander Prescott Cornejo took on 6 of his own, and Martinez Yucas put up 10 points. And so the Archers have, top 2 players for the Hoops have gone off the floor, but the Archers have not been able to stop the other players on the court for the Hoops. For Cardiff Met, Eli Ondom with 6 points and 12 boards, 10 offensive rebounds. Don't see that every day. So he's getting all those boards, but Cardiff Met, 14 second chance points. They hope for a little more off those 10 offensive rebounds, but take what you can from here. They forced 9 steals as well, but the Hoops have done the same, forced 9 steals, and both teams have 19 turnovers. That's where we stand with just a 3-point lead for the Archers, just over 3 minutes left to go in their season. Cummins on the first free throw, drum pounds in the background, still gets it to drop. Back to a 2-point game. And they get it down to 1. Keith Claiborne with it, now gets it over to James Daw. On time at the top, Claiborne from behind the arc, 14 to go, running down the clock. Nixon spinning on Cummins, beats him, dumps it to Ondom. Can't get it to drop. Ondom 3 of 12 from the floor. Cole Barton with it into the final minutes of the game. Long pass to Monticelli to the opposite side. Lopicic coming inside, fouled. 2 more to come from the Hoops. They can take their first lead of the game if they hit both these free throws. Lopicic is one of, if not the best free throw shooter for the Hoops this season. 77% from the free throw line. One of the player, Alvaro Perez, for the Hoops averages 100%, but he only plays a few minutes per game. Lopicic knocks down the first. We're back to a tie game. This one could give the Hoops their first lead of the game, too. And it will. Archer's in big trouble. You can feel it. You can see it. Tom Guntrip not happy on the sidelines. Easy to see why. This is not going well for the Archers. They should be able to pull this game out. They've just let this one slip away out of their hands. Horgan on the ball now. 10 to go. Coming inside. He'll be forced back out. Nixon dumps it into Ondom. Loses the handle. 4 to go. Claymore's going to take a three. It's going to go up. Still not going to fall. The arena went silent as I said that, and everyone just waiting with bated breath on this. I mean, not looking good for Cardiff Met. Prescott Cornejo driving inside. Goes up, can't get it to fall. Knocked away. Big rebound for Cardiff Met. Dodd dumps it off to Nixon. 2:24 to go. Ondom inside. We got a foul called. 2 shots to come here for Eli Ondom for Cardiff Met. Oh, I think they're actually going to talk this over first. I'm not totally sure what they're going to call here. This should be 2 shots to come for Eli Ondom. It will be. So foul on the hoops. 2 shots to come from the Archers. Ondom needs to connect on these. 0 of 2 from free throws on the game today. And he's got 10 offensive rebounds, but you got to make them count. And can't get that one to drop. Best he can do is tie it if he hits this next one. Archers need it. They're 7 of 10 from the free throw line today. Doesn't get it, and out of bounds. Oh boy. Big opportunity missed for Cardiff Met. No points from that possession. And just 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the season. Oxford Hoops on top here in Cardiff, Wales, taking their first lead here of the game deep into the 4th quarter. This is the Archers season right here. Inside, Monticelli's going to be fouled. Looks like Kieran Horgan pushed him in the back, I think. That is what they'll call. We're going to have 2 shots to come, just sending the Hoops to the free throw line unnecessarily. Renzo Monticelli at the line, 2 of 2 on free throws today, averages 14 points per game throughout the season, only got 5 today, 20% from the field. Knocks down the first. Monticelli again, 72% from the field, from the free throw line rather. Archers need something to happen for them right now offensively. 3-point Hoops lead, their biggest of the game. You can feel it. Hoops on top. Cardiff Met need to take something back right now. And over and back. Kieran Horgan wasn't paying attention, dumped it off to Johan Nixon, and Nixon was in the backcourt when he grabbed it. Archers need to calm down here. They're losing their grip on this game. Hoops in the lead, and the Hoops assistant. We got a talking to here. I think he's asking for a technical foul on the Archers bench. Archers down by 3, just over 2 minutes left to go. Hoops taking full advantage right now of the Archers collapse. Crossover to Lopicic. Lopicic sends it back. Claymore with the steal. Driving inside, one-on-one with Barton. Goes up, blocked, foul call. Barton's out of the game. Make sure he calls it that way. Looks like they will. Cole Barton's going to be out of this game. That's his 5th. 2 shots to come. He's going to foul out. I think Barton's saying he got the ball, nothing he could do about it, but it doesn't matter. He's going to foul out of this game. That's big for Cardiff Met. They needed that earlier, but they'll take it now. Barton off the floor. Oscar Berzins will come back into the game for him. Boy, Cardiff Met needed this. Now Keith Claiborne needs to sink these 2 free throws. These are 2 of the biggest free throws of the entire season for Cardiff Met right now. I don't want to say anything. I'm not going to jinx this one today, I promise. Why do I bother? Still down by 3. Cardiff Met just cannot sink these free throws. 7 of 12 on free throws right now. That's what's killing them. Second one to come from Claiborne. That one does fall in. 69 to 71. We've got. I think the Hoops bench is the Hoops coach is watching from behind the other glass. I think they need to make sure he's out of the actual arena. Hold on just a second. I'm going to go take a look. I think that's it. That's amazing. Thanks for letting me run do that. I don't think you'll never see this again. The Hoops head coach has been ejected. Oxford Hoops' head coach has been ejected. earlier in the game for 2 technical fouls, and he's trying to watch the game from behind the glass in Archer's arena. He's had to be kicked out of the full arena because he can't stay off the court. Coming inside is Jamie Cummins. Uh-oh. The shot's not going to count. Shot doesn't count for Jamie Cummins. Oh, man, I don't know how. That was scary. 2 shots to come from him here. Those 2 do not count. Head coach Frankie Marolanda for the Hoops. I think now not behind the glass, I think. Cummins connects. I don't know why they, yeah, okay. There should be a second free throw to come. There will be. 69-72, it's a 3-point game. Cummins on 22 points right now. 22 points, has not come off the floor once in this game. Looking to make it 23 here, he will. Archer's down by 4, their biggest deficit of the game. We got a timeout called by Coach Tom Guntrip, the last of the game, one of the few remaining for the Archers. I don't think it's their last. 4-point lead heading in to the bottom minute 44 of the game for Cardiff Met. Again, as if you need reminding, Cardiff Met need to win here, and they need the Greenhouse Pioneers to lose after this game to the Greenwich Titans. If they do, coupled with an Archer win, this will keep the Archers up in Division 2. A loss here means they have to hope for the Titans to lose by more points than the Archers lost by to, even out that point differential. Right now, the Archers negative 133 on point differential. Greenhouse Pioneers, rather, negative 131. So Cardiff Met would have to lose. Say the Archers lose by 5. The Pioneers would have to lose by 8 or more. A 3-point difference at least to go below Cardiff Met. You wouldn't want to bet on that. Cardiff Met need this win. Minute 44 to go, looking for that win to end this season. On a 4-game winning streak here at home, looking to Keith Claiborne to win this game. You can see it right there. Archers have had 4 straight home wins coming into this game, looking to make it 5. A big part of these home wins has been their defense. Held opposing teams to under 65 points per game in those home wins. And it's not been the case here today. Norris finds space, dumps it over to Nixon. Nixon needs to go up strong. He will. He's going to be fouled. Oh, no, he traveled. Archers just cannot get anything to go their way right now. They're throwing possessions away, missed shots, missed free throws, and another bad turnover here. Hoops basketball, some points here. Could be the dagger for the Hoops. Prescott Cornejo drives, throws it back to the outside. Lovicic loses it. Got it again. Another foul called on James Daw. 2 free throws to come here for the Hoops again. There's a couple ways you can do this for Cardiff Met. You need to get some steals, of course, so you don't want to give up this foul. But, I mean, if you're going to play the foul game, the earlier you play it, the better. Lovicic hits that free throw. The problem is Lovicic, the best free throw shooter on the team, but you can't be fouling him. Hoops up by 5 now. Second free throw up and in as well. Archers down by 6. Minute and a half to go. Under a minute and a half to go in this game. Archers need points. They need them now. Have not scored in a while here. Daw coming inside. He's double teamed. Under pressure. Nixon inside for Andam. Andam's going to be fouled there on the baseline. Foul on Lovicic. We're going to have 2 free throws to come here. I don't know if the Hoops will be that concerned. Eli Andam 0 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got to hit these free throws. There's no way around it. Missing these would be devastating for Cardiff Met. First free throw up and in. There it is. 1 of 5, looking to make it 2 of 6 from the line here. Andam on 6 points, plus those 12 rebounds, 10 offensive boards as well. Gets only 1 of the 2. Archers down by 5. Minute 10 to go. Looking to make a steal happen. Catches it and throws it away. Claiborne coming inside. Back out. Going to take the 3. It's up. Got it to go! Needed that one. 75-73. 55 seconds left to go. Lenny Norris hunting for a steal right now. Coach Guntrip telling him not to foul. Drive inside. Offensive foul called! Alexander Prescott Cornejo muscled around the defender, and an offensive foul called there as he hit James Daw. We got a timeout call by the Hoops right now. Jamie Cummins arguing that call, but it doesn't matter. Referee motioning for the swim move. Archer basketball down by 2 with 50 seconds left to go. This is as close as you can get. You're not going to see a better game than this here at the Archers Arena so far this season. Archers coaching staff looking to draw up their final plays here in the last minute of this game. What can they do? Down by 2 against the Hoops. Need this win desperately. There's no way around it. You got a couple options for your last play of the game. You can go to James Daw or Keith Claiborne. Those are the 2 you want to go to. Daw with 22 points, Claiborne with 15. And I don't know why you take the ball out of either of their hands, to be honest. Tell everybody else to go screen their defenders off and just get whatever open shot for either of the 2 that you can have. Both players exceptional shooting from inside or outside. Today, no different. Both 4 of 6 from inside the arc. And both 3 threes as well. Keith Claiborne 3 of 5, James Daw 3 of 6. And James Daw 5 of 5 from the free throw line, and you can see it right there. Coach Guntrip pointing right at Keith Claiborne. It's his game to win. (75-73). Hoops on top by 2 with 50 seconds to go. This is it for the Archers. You're going to stay alive. You've got to do it right now. 20 on the shot clock. Lenny Norris on the ball. Norris on Dom. Claiborne with it. Keith Claiborne out on the wing. Gets it over to Ondum again. Norris. Oh, man. He traveled. That is the 22nd Archer turnover. They're just killing themselves offensively right now. You need to stop. You need it now. 33 on the game clock. 10-second difference between the shot and the game clock right now. Prescott Cornejo. Norris on him. Hands it off. This would be the dagger. It's up, and it's in. Oh, man. Talk about a dagger to the heart right there. That's exactly what that was. What a big 3. Lorenzo Monticelli knocks it in. Archers, that's just devastating. Monticelli with 10 points now, and that is the biggest shot of the game. There's no way around it. I don't know how the Hoops are back in this game with a 5-point lead, 21 seconds to go. Really all you can do is just fire up threes, foul if you miss, and hope the Hoops will miss on the other end, but it's not happening so far this game. Hoops 23 of 25 from the free throw line. That's the difference. 92% from behind the free throw line and 23 free points from there. Just an incredible way to lose this one if Cardiff Met cannot come back. Had a 17-point lead early in the game. Just completely outscored in the second half. Outscored 16-22 in the third quarter, and then even worse this quarter. Outscored 13-25 to the Hoops. And they've done everything they needed to. I mean, the Hoops' head coach got himself ejected. Cole Barton was set. He's been fouled out as well. Jamie Cummins has not scored a whole lot. He's got 23 points, sure, but it's not been a whole lot. But, I mean, you just not good enough for the Archers. 20 seconds left to save the season. Claiborne spinning, turning, deep 2. No. Aye! Rolls up off the iron and in. Wasn't expecting that to fall. He's going to have to foul. He will. Fouls Oscar Berzins. That's a good foul right there. He hasn't taken any free throws here today, but that's a player you do want to foul if you're the Archers. Berzins 67% from the free throw line. Not terrible. You'll take that. If you can miss 1 or 2, keep it to a 4-point game. You can get a quick rebound, try to go down the court quickly. Fans getting loud. He needs to miss this one. Berzins' first free throw up, off the front iron. It can still be a 1-possession game. If he misses this one, it's just a 3-point game. Archers still have a chance to take this one back. This free throw up. Gets it to Joe. Need to go quickly. Berzins knocks it out of bounds. Great job there, not letting Cardiff Met just go off the floor quickly. Norris taking it up. 13 on the clock. 4-point lead for the Hoops. Norris loses it. He was going to shoot the 3. Couldn't do it. Daw coming inside, and they can't find the shot. Gets the 2 to go. 5.5 seconds left. Down by 2 are Cardiff Met. Long pass. Cummins. He found space. Fouled with 4 seconds left to go is Jamie Cummins. Good foul there from UNN Nixon. And we've got 4 seconds left to go. So here's what they need. Jamie Cummins needs to miss at least 1 free throw, and the Archers can get 1 final shot up. Cummins, 23 points in the game, has not come off the floor once. 6 of 6 from the free throw line here today. He's been ice cold on the double-double. He's got 10 rebounds to go with those 24 points now. hits this and it's over. There's no way back for Cardiff Met if he sinks this one. Needs to miss it. There's no way around it. Cardiff Met need this one to miss. It's up. It's out. But they can't grab the rebound. Can't get the shot up in time. They will. It's too far. It's too long, and no. Wow. I mean, wow, there's just not much else you can say about this effort. A really good effort from Cardiff Met. Just came back as best they could. I mean, wow, 17-point lead in the first quarter. They had all the momentum, and after the end of that first half, they took a 13-point lead into the break. 5 technical fouls on the Oxford Hoops. Head coach sent out of the game. Coach Frankie Marulanda ejected, along with Cole Barton, ejected for 5 fouls, or fouled out of the game, rather. Round of applause from the Archers for the fans. 77-80, Archers lost. This is very likely it, barring a keep an eye on Archers basketball social media, Archers basket on Twitter. Barring a minor miracle, more than a minor miracle, the Archers will be heading down to Division III in the National Basketball League with this loss. The Greenhouse Pioneers would need to lose to the Greenwich Titans by about 9 points right now to have any chance for Cardiff Met to stay up. It's very likely not going to happen. So this could be it for the Archers' run here in Division II, and that's a tough way to go. Cardiff Met Archers lose 77-80. Thank you for joining us here on the Archers Basketball YouTube channel. Again, keep an eye on Archers Basket Twitter for the final result of what happens for the Archers season. Join us Wednesday night for the WBBL fixture against the Gloucester City Queens, here live from 7:30 p.m. in Archers Arena. Thank you for joining us. I've been Atticus Peed, Cardiff Met Archers 77, Oxford Hoops 80.